Yes, hello everyone. Am I audible? Yes, guys, am I audible? Please somebody ping me so that I can start the session. Good evening, Jayashree. Good evening, Sarika. Good evening, Aisha. Yes, somebody please ping me if I'm audible. Yes, guys. Okay, thank you, Monisha. Good evening, Abhijit. Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform. Let's crack UPSC CSE English. Now, before I start the session, let me introduce myself for the people who are new on the platform. My name is Alok Ojha. I have done my engineering from Pune. I have been associated with the field of UPSC since past 7 years. I hold the experience of giving CDS SSB twice. I also hold the experience of exams like CAPF Assistant Commandant and Uttar Pradesh PSC. I am involved into the field of teaching since past 5 years and I have mentored more than 15,000 aspirants for UPSC. Today we are going to discuss a very dynamic topic, that is rise of regional kingdoms. Like before this, for the people who are new on the platform, prior to this, I have discussed basically about Delhi Sultanate. I've discussed about Islam. I've discussed about various dynasties ranging from Slave Dynasty, Khilji Dynasty, Tughlaq Dynasty, Sayyid Dynasty, and Lodhi Dynasty. Apart from that, we have also covered basically administration of Delhi Sultanate. So today we are going to study the rise of regional kingdoms before we study the rise of Mughals. Okay. Now there might be question in the mind of an aspirant why one should prefer Unacademy as a platform for online learning. So here are the ample of reasons why one should prefer Unacademy as a platform for online learning. First of all, you will have daily live classes on the Unacademy platform. Unacademy offers you assimilation of top and dynamic educators of India on a single platform. You can directly interact with the educators, you can clear all sorts of doubts with the educators. Unacademy helps to build up your competence by going through live tests and quizzes, because competence or competitiveness is very important in this exam. All the courses on the Unacademy platform are highly structured in nature and there is a proper timetable through which the courses are being conducted. And one can have unlimited access to the courses on Unacademy platform. Here are the few top and dynamic educators of India from whom you are going to learn through. Now, apart from that, there is also something called as iconic subscription. Now, what is majorly iconic subscription all about? Like during the initial days, the preparation goes completely haphazard. And an aspirant does not know basically what all should be read. Which GS subject should be clubbed with the other one? How much time should be dedicated to current affairs? How much time should be dedicated to newspaper reading? How much time should be dedicated to answer writing? What is the technique of answer writing? And so on. So under iconic subscription, there would be a mentor who will be guiding you throughout your journey for civil services preparation. So if you choose me as your mentor, please use my code AKOUS. I repeat the code AKOUS. Now, Unacademy also offers wide range of optional subject ranging from the humanities to the literature part. It covers a subject like sociology, psychology, then what we say anthropology and various other subjects. Apart from that, it also covers the literature part like English literature, Hindi literature, Maithili literature, Kannada literature, and so on. So basically, the fee for the optional subject for around of 1 year is basically around 27,500, and for 24 months, that is for 2 years, is approximately around 40,000. Similarly, the fees for 1 year GS is basically around 49,500, and basically for 2 years, it's approximately around 72,000. These are the special classes that have already been conducted by me on the Unacademy platform. So please subscribe to Unacademy and use my code AKOUS. Yes, good evening, Kankan. Good evening, Ashok. Good evening, Shrihari. Good evening, Kiruba. Good evening, Shahimanshu. Namaskar. Good evening, Shashank. Good evening, Sandeep. Good evening, Jenny. Okay. Now, let us understand basically the various regional kingdoms. Okay. Now, we are not going to study all the regional kingdoms in a haphazard manner. We are going to study all the regional kingdoms in a very systematic format, in a very methodological format, and in the form of a story. Because as you might have seen my previous sessions, I use a very simple funda, and that is SFC, story, fact, and concept, because it becomes quite easier for an aspirant to remember the fact and the concept if it is associated with a story. So we are going to go in a very methodological manner. Like initially we are going to study all the kingdoms of Western India. Then we are going to study the kingdom of Northern India. After that we are going to study the kingdom of Eastern India, and then we'll move to the southern part of India. Okay guys? Now listen to me. Let's get started with Gujarat. Now, if I speak about the Gujarat right from the ancient civilization, or if you go back to the Indus Valley civilization, Gujarat had vibrant trading contacts with the other civilizations of the world, because majority of the ports at that time were located in Gujarat. I'll give you a very small example. The port of Lothal had a vibrant trade with the Mesopotamian civilization, which is located in Central Asia. Apart from that, the land in the region of Gujarat is quite fertile. Gujarat is basically, certain regions of Gujarat are basically known for soil which is useful for cultivation of cotton. So handicrafts in the region of Gujarat was very famous since the ancient times. Now, during the medieval period, the first person to invade India was Muhammad bin Qasim. After Muhammad bin Qasim came Mahmud of Ghazni into India. Like when Mahmud of Ghazni came to India, he conducted 17 raids in India. And one of the most important raids that was being conducted by Mahmud of Ghazni was raid at Somnath temple in Gujarat. It is said that he plundered Gujarat for approximately around 2 to 3 days. And Solanki dynasty was ruling in that region. And Bhim won. When Bhim won, the ruler of Solanki dynasty came to know about this, he marched against Mahmud of Ghazni. But by that time, Mahmud of Ghazni had fled away. So the Somnath temple, which was being raided by Mahmud of Ghazni, was again reconstructed by Bhim I, the Solanki dynasty ruler. Now, the raids of Mahmud of Ghazni that was conducted in India opened the way for other invaders. Why? Because he has described about a geography of India. He has described about, I'll give you a very small example. The rulers who were coming from this region, that is from the region of Afghanistan, usually attacked India during the summer season. The reason behind that, these people were highly used to the scorching heat of summer. But the Indian rulers were not used to it. Secondly, they took the undue advantage of the internal squabbling, of the internal disputes among the Indian rulers. Now, after Mahmud of Ghazni came Muhammad Ghori. Now, Muhammad Ghori initially conquered Multan, and after that, he had a vision to conquer Gujarat, but his attempts was highly unsuccessful. And then he moved towards the what we say region of northern part of India, and then he had tussle with Prithviraj Chauhanji, and two battles were fought between Muhammad Ghori and Prithviraj Chauhanji, and that is Battle of Tarain in 1191 AD and 1192 AD. After this, there was establishment of Delhi Sultanate, and then came slave dynasty. Although slave dynasty came to India, but it could not put a mark in the region of Gujarat. It could not entirely conquer the region of Gujarat. But finally, the region of Gujarat was being conquered during the reign of Alok Khilji, who belonged to the Khilji dynasty of Delhi Sultanate. Alauddin Khilji was one of the most powerful rulers not only of Delhi Sultanate but also of medieval India. And then he conquered the region of Gujarat. And after that, Gujarat came under Delhi Sultanate. After Alauddin Khilji, it remained under Delhi Sultanate till the reign of Firoz Tughlaq. Now, Firoz Tughlaq had appointed one governor in the region of Gujarat, so that basically the administration of the region of Gujarat could be taken care of by that governor. And that governor was named as Malik Mufarra. Now, this governor, like we have seen previously, Mahmud of Ghazni, he had plundered Gujarat, he has sacked the Somnath temple, he had destroyed many temples in that region. That is why he was given the title of Shikan, that is destroyer of temple. But Malik Mufarra, who was appointed as a governor by Firoz Tughlaq, he was a very liberal ruler. He was a religious, tolerant person. Okay, like this has been mentioned about him by a historian whose name was Farishta. He has mentioned that Malik Mufarra, although he belonged to Islam, he had a very liberal attitude towards all the Hindus and various other religions. Like apart from the Hindus, the other people who were residing in the region of Gujarat were Jains. And Jains were basically merchants. So it is simply exemplified by Farishta that he adopted a very liberal attitude, very benevolent attitude towards all other religion. Now Mufarra was succeeded by another person whose name was Zafar Khan. I repeat, Malik Mufarra was further being succeeded by Zafar Khan. Okay. Now during the reign of Zafar Khan, there was basically invasion by Timur. And he took this as an opportunity to declare himself as independent and establish his own dynasty. Now, after Timur's invasion in the northern part of India, Zafar Khan declared himself independent. And after declaring himself independent, he assumed the title of Muzaffar Shah. Okay, and founded Muzaffarid dynasty in Gujarat. I'll repeat the points again. Please listen to me carefully. Initially, Gujarat was not under any ruler till the time of Alauddin Khilji. And from the reign of Alauddin Khilji to Firoz Tughlaq, Gujarat was under Delhi Sultanate. Now, during the reign of Firoz Tughlaq, a governor was appointed for Gujarat. His name was Malik Mufarra. Now, Malik Mufarra was succeeded by another person whose name was Zafar Khan. Now, during the governorship of Zafar Khan, there was invasion of Timur in the northern part of India. This completely shackled the Delhi Sultanate. And in this chaotic situation, this person, Zafar Khan, saw this an opportunity and he declared himself as independent and assumed the title of Muzaffar Shah and founded Muzaffarid dynasty. Did you understand the introduction, guys? Please let me know. Yes, good evening, Manisha. Yes, Anshu. Hi, good evening. Yes, guys, did you get the points? Any doubt, any question, any query? Yes, please. Good evening, Sunil. Okay. Now, let us understand about Ahmad Shah. As I previously told you, initially it was under whom? Yes, guys, it was under Malik Mufarra. He was succeeded by Zafar Khan. Zafar Khan assumed the title of Muzaffar Shah. Now, Muzaffar Shah had a grandson named as Ahmad Shah. And now, Muzaffar Shah was succeeded by his grandson whose name was Ahmed Shah. Now, Ahmed Shah, now listen to me, why Gujarat is very, very important. Now, why majority of the rulers concentrated on the region of Gujarat? The land in the region of Gujarat, that is in the southern part of Gujarat, is usually fertile. And second major important aspect, Gujarat is a coastal region. So they can have trading contacts with the other countries. So they can have a vibrant economy just because of that trade. Okay? And apart from that, Gujarat, through the region of Gujarat, they can also control the other regions like Malwa and certain other regions of Khandesh, that is in Maharashtra. That is why Gujarat is very strategically important. Okay, Gujarat is very strategically important. Now, Ahmad Shah, as soon as he came, he started conquering the kingdom of southern part of Gujarat. He conquered the kingdoms of Saurashtra, and he also conquered the few regions on Gujarat-Rajasthan border. Example, Bundi, Dungarpur, and Jhalawar. These were small principal kingdom which were located on the borders of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Now, what happened basically? These kingdoms were bone of contention between the rulers of Rajasthan and the ruler of Gujarat. And finally, Ahmad Shah conquered these small principal kingdoms which were located on the borders of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Now, initially, the capital was at a place called as Patan, which is in Gujarat. And now shifted the capital later on. Okay. Now there was a famous temple in the region of Patan. It was a famous Hindu temple. And this temple was being destroyed by Ahmad Shah. Ahmad Shah is also credited with finding the city of Ahmedabad. The city of Ahmedabad in Gujarat derives its name from its ruler, Ahmad Shah. Now, it is said that we cannot say that he was completely liberal person and he was completely intolerant person. He was a mix of both. I'll give you a very small example. Like he reimposed jizya on the Hindus. Jizya is nothing but pilgrim tax that non-Muslims need to pay. So he imposed jizya on the Hindus. This exemplifies what? People might say that he was not tolerant towards other religion. But this is not the case so. Because his court was also adorned by various meritorious ministers. Like few ministers, like I'll give you an example, Manik Chand and Moti Chand, both were Hindus and they both held the ministerial post in the court of Ahmad Shah. This simply exemplifies that he did not believe in the policy of nepotism. He simply believed in one concept, that anybody who is meritorious, who is competent enough to hold a particular post, will hold that post. That is why he also appointed Hindus as the minister in his court. An example, as I've cited you, Manik Chand and Moti Chand, both were Hindus and adorned the court of Ahmad Shah. As I've told you, initially the capital was Patan, and when he founded the city of Ahmedabad, he shifted the capital from Patan to Ahmedabad. As I previously also told you one important thing, the region of Gujarat was known for various merchants and bankers. And the merchants and the bankers majorly in this region were Jains. So Jain had a beautiful temple architecture that developed in this region. So inspired by the architectural traditions of the Jain, he constructed buildings like Jami Masjid and Teen Darwaza. I repeat, he constructed important constructions like Jami Masjid and Teen Darwaza. He was also known for his high-handedness for justice. He was very impartial in nature. It is said that he had one son-in-law, and his son-in-law had killed one innocent man because he was drunk. And in that case, when he came to know about this, there was a proper legal system being followed for that. And he was openly being executed in the court so that he can serve an example, which simply exemplifies one thing. Irrespective of the person, if he has committed crime which is against the law, which is against the government, which is against the administration, he will meet the same fate. This simply exemplifies Ahmad Shah was completely impartial while delivering the justice. He did not follow any sort of partiality. Now, there are various books which are dedicated to Ahmad Shah. Like in 1850, a book was written by Edalji Dosh Bhai. and this book is referred as History of Gujarat. In this, what we say, a vivid picture of the administration of Ahmed Shah has been described. Then there was another book referred as History of Ahmedabad. Again, a very vibrant rule of Ahmed Shah has been depicted here. Now, after the death of Ahmed Shah, he was succeeded by his eldest son, whose name was Muhammad Shah. Please remember the chronology. All these chronology are very, very important from the exam perspective. Okay. After the death of Ahmad Shah, he was succeeded by his son, whose name was Muhammad Shah. But Muhammad Shah was killed by the conspirators. Okay. But later on, the nobles raised Fateh Khan as the new ruler. Okay. And Fateh Khan was named as Mahmud Begara. Hope so the points are clear. Mahmud Begara. Hope so the points are clear, my friends. Yes, good evening, Kiran. Good evening, Seema. Yes, Dinesh, I have already covered Delhi Sultanate as a part of medieval India. I am covering the regional kingdoms now. Shri Hari, yes, I have put a request. I have already put a request. Let's see what the team does about that. Okay. Now let's talk about another important ruler, Mahmud Begara. Have you heard about this person, Mahmud Begara? I'll tell you a very important fact. Apart from important fact, there is also a very interesting fact associated with this person. We are going to learn about this. As I've told you, Ahmad Shah was succeeded by his elder son, whose name was Muhammad Shah. But Muhammad Shah was killed by the conspirators. Later, he was succeeded by Fateh Khan, who was named as Mahmud Begara. Now, Beg in basically Gujarati language means two. Now, why he was called as Mahmud Begara? Now, he was called as Begara because he is credited with conquering two important forts. Okay, like it is said that he had conquered two important forts. That is why he is called as Begara. Okay, one fort was in Saurashtra and the other fort was Champaner. Okay, now the fort in the Saurashtra was Girnar Fort, and the fort in the Champaner was located in southern part of Gujarat. Now both the forts had a very strategic location. We are going to discuss that as well. Now that is why he was called as Begara, because he has conquered basically two forts. And another striking feature says that, or another basically thing says that he was called as Begara because there is a reason associated with that. For example, you can see his pic. In that picture, he had a mustache, and his mustache resembles the horns of a cow. That is why he is also referred as Begara. So there are two aspects why he is referred as Begara. Now, as I have told you, he had conquered two forts, and there was a strategic importance for that. Now let us understand what is the strategic importance for that. Now, the fort of Girnar was very close to the sea, and this simply exemplifies that they can have a well-developed trading contacts with the region of Sindh. And if they have to carry out any operation against the Sindh, or if the pirates of Sindh are coming to capture this region, they can have a close watch on the activities of the rulers of the Sindh and the pirates. That is why the fort of Girnar was very important one. And the fort of Champaner, which is located in the southern part of India, okay, it had another strategic importance. They can keep a close watch on two other neighboring kingdoms who are also the enemies of Gujarat. And that was the kingdom of Malwa, which is located in southern part of Madhya Pradesh. and the kingdom of Khandesh, which is located in northern part of Maharashtra. So, through the fort of Champaner, they can closely watch the activities of both the rulers of Malwa and the rulers of Khandesh. So, both the fort had a very strategic importance. Now, by this time, Portuguese had come to India. Like it is said that by 1498 itself, Portuguese has come in India. And basically, I'll give you a small example. Listen to this important fact. Now, before the arrival of Portuguese, the entire sea trade between India and the other countries was being dominated by the Arabs. Okay. Now, there was a monopoly of Arabs in the sea trade. And in the Europe, okay, around 15th, 16th century, there was a thing like Portugal and Spain both were powerful nations. Now, Portugal decided to conquer India. And now, Vasco da Gama was the first Portuguese who came to India in 1498. Now, he landed at a place called as Calicut. And he was welcomed by a local ruler whose name was Zamorin, who belonged to Eradi dynasty. Please pay proper attention, guys. He belonged to Eradi dynasty. Now, as soon as he came here, he came with some gift. But these gifts were not liked by Zamorin. And now he had to go back empty-handed. Okay. Now when he went back, the Arabs who were dominating the trade, the Arabs who were having monopoly over this trade, came to Zamorin and said that these Portuguese are pirates. You should not trade with this Portuguese. Otherwise, they will conquer your kingdom some or the other day. And after Vasco da Gama came another person whose name was Pedro Cabral. I repeat, whose name was Pedro Cabral. Now, Pedro Cabral started establishing factories on the west coast of India. And now he directly came in conflict with the Arabs because the monopoly of the Arab trade was completely destroyed. Now, after this, what happened? The rulers of Gujarat, the merchants of Gujarat also suffered due to this trade. Why? Because the entire monopoly was being established by Portuguese. And now, this person, Mahmud Begara, wanted to break the monopoly of the trade that was being carried out by the Portuguese. And now for this, he knew that he alone cannot fight against the Portuguese because Portuguese came with sophisticated weapons. So now he took the help of ruler of Egypt. But he was highly unsuccessful in this attempt. And he had to give the region of Diu in Gujarat. You might have heard about a union territory referred as Daman and Diu. So he gave the region of Diu to the Portuguese. And the other parts were being still reigned by the Mahmud Begara. Okay. Now, he knew that for proper and smooth functioning of the administration, we need to raise a proper taxation system. And to raise a proper taxation system, we need to have a vibrant economy. And to have a vibrant economy, we need to have a vibrant trade. So he supported trade and he gave all sorts of liberty to the merchants and the traders in the regions of Gujarat. Like it is said that he constructed caravans, he constructed sarais at equal distances, so that if a particular trader is going from one part of the country or one part of the region to the other part for the trading purpose, he won't be looted by the pirates. Okay, so he tried to maintain the safety of the roads as well. There were proper dharmashalas or sarais for staying of the travelers. Okay, now basically the people who are going to Hajj, they went from the region of Gujarat. They went through sea route. But these people were being looted. They were being plundered by the pirates. Okay. So now he completely sacked the city of Dwarka so that he can, what we say, have a complete watch on the pirates there. Okay. Now there are various stories associated with this person. Like you won't believe that this person used to have 35 kgs of food every day. Every day he requires 35 kgs of food. Like I was reading an article about Mahmud Begara. Okay. Like it is said that whenever he used to get up in the morning, he required at I have used the word at least, that is minimum 60 to 70 bananas for his breakfast. Okay. Then he used to have a very, very huge lunch. Apart from that, he used to have a very huge dinner as well. Forget about the dinner. It is said that, and it has been mentioned in various books about Mahmud Begara, that whenever he used to sleep in the night, okay, it is said that sometimes the king used to feel hungry in the midnight itself. Okay, so he used to get up in the midnight. Okay, and he used to have 70 to 80 samosas in the midnight itself. So if we go for an approximate thing about this person, he used to have 35 kgs of food on daily basis. Okay, and right from the childhood itself, he was given small doses of poison. Guys, if you remember ancient India, I've talked about Chandragupta Maurya. If you remember, I've told you previously that the kings were given small doses of poison. Why they were given small doses of poison? So that their body gets immune to that poison. Okay, for example, I'll give you a small example. It is not only we can fight a war, like you can not only kill a king by waging a war. There are various ways of killing the king as well. Sometimes the kings are killed by poisoning them. And in such a case, basically, already what the kings used to do, already these kings used to add certain amount of poison in their food. Why? Because their body will get immune to this poison. That is why it is said that he was fed poison right from the childhood itself. Now there was a Hindu court poet whose name was Udayraj, and Udayraj had composed a Sanskrit work basically on the life of Mahmud Begara, and that is referred as Mahmuda Sutran Charit, in which he has completely described about Mahmud Begara, and he had given a vivid picture about his rule. Like it is said that he is being compared to Hindu mythological characters. Example, he said that Sultan was linked to strength of Bhim, which was a character of Mahabharata. Then he was linked to generosity of the Karna, Angaraj Karna. You might have heard about one of the characters Karna in Mahabharata. He was also linked to mercy of Lord Ram. And finally, he was linked to the glory of the court of Indra, that is God of heaven. So, Udayraj, a court poet of Begara, have given a vivid description about his rule. Okay, Udayraj has also written a book called as Raj Vinod, which describes about the raids that were being conducted by Mahmud of Ghazni. Hope so the points about Begara is clear. Yes, Monisha, this is the fact actually about what we say Begara. Yes, guys, did you get the points? Did you understand the things about him? Okay, wasn't that story interesting about him? Through history, we come to know about the rare and interesting facts. Isn't that so? Yes, he was a Kumbha. Perfect, Abhijit. Okay, now let's talk about another important kingdom, that is Malwa. Okay, guys. Now, as I've told you previously, okay, that basically the Western India encompassed majorly three important kingdoms, that is Gujarat, Malwa, and Rajasthan, and specifically in Rajasthan, Mewar. Okay, now let us understand about Malwa. Did you understand the Gujarat clearly? Hope so. Every one of you understood the part about Gujarat clearly. Now, the northern part of MP majorly encompasses the region of Bundelkhand, and the southern part of Madhya Pradesh, and to an extent central part of Madhya Pradesh, covers the region of Malwa. And this region is being drained by two important rivers, that is Narmada and Tapi. Okay. Now initially, basically, the kingdom of Malwa was located to the southwestern part of Delhi Sultanate. Until the time of Alauddin Khilji, it was not being conquered by anyone. But Alauddin Khilji conquered the region of Malwa, and it remained under the Delhi Sultanate till the reign of Firoz Tughlaq. Now, Firoz Tughlaq, basically why Malwa was very important. Now, as I've told you, Malwa was being drained by what? Two important rivers, Narmada and Tapi. And both the rivers are very, very important in central India. The soil in the region of Malwa is very fertile. And majorly, the soil in the region of Malwa is black soil, which is useful for cultivation of rice, that is paddy. It is again useful for cultivation of a commercial crop, that is sugarcane. It is again useful for cultivation of cotton. Similarly, like Gujarat, okay, the handicrafts of Malwa was also very famous, and it was known for cultivation of cotton as well. Now, again another important of Malwa. Malwa acted as a link between North India and South India. That is why Malwa was strategically also very important. Through the perspective of trade, as I have told you, Gujarat, the economy and the trade of Gujarat was very vibrant, and Gujarat had trading contacts with the other countries. Now, immediately in the neighborhood of Gujarat was the kingdom of Malwa. So what will happen? The traders from the region of Malwa will go to the region of Gujarat for the purpose of trading. Automatically, the economy of Malwa will flourish. And there was establishment of trade routes from Malwa and the region of Gujarat. That is why Malwa was very, very important. Okay, Malwa was very, very important from the perspective of trade, from the perspective of commerce, strategically, diplomatically and militarily. Also, Malwa was very important. Now, as I have told you, it was under Alauddin Khilji. It was under Delhi Sultanate from the reign of Alauddin Khilji. And it was under Delhi Sultanate till the reign of Firoz Tughlaq. Now, there was one minister in the court of Firoz Tughlaq whose name was Dilawar Khan Lodi. Okay? Sorry, Dilawar Khan Ghori. Now, basically it is said that Dilawar Khan Ghori, he belonged to the court of Firoz Tughlaq, and he was given the responsibility of Malwa, that you are going to carry out the administration in a very smooth manner in the region of Malwa. But later on, as I have told you previously also, there was attack of Timur. And when there was attack of Timur, everyone was seeing this as an opportunity. Like previously we have seen this, Zafar Khan, everyone have what we say in the region of Gujarat, everyone was opportunistic. And due to chaotic situation in the northern part of India, Dilawar Khan Ghori, he declared himself independence. He declared himself independent, although he did not assume the title of Sultan. But he declared himself independent. He shifted his capital from Dhar to Mandu. I repeat, he shifted his capital from Dhar to Mandu. Dhar is basically a district in the region of what we say Madhya Pradesh. That is in the region of Malwa. So he shifted his capital and renamed this city as Shadibad. Okay. Now after the death of Dilawar Khan Ghori, he was succeeded by his son Alp Khan. Okay. I'll repeat the point. He was succeeded by his son Alp Khan, who ascended the throne and acquired the title of Hosang Shah. If you remember, in ancient India, I have talked in the Mesolithic period that the evidence of domestication of animals for the first time comes from the site of Adamgarh, which is located in Hoshangabad district of Madhya Pradesh. So the district or the city of Hoshangabad, the name comes from Hosang Shah. Did you get the points? I'll repeat. Firoz Tughlaq had a governor whose name was Dilawar Khan Ghori. Now, Dilawar Khan Ghori declared himself independent after Timur's invasion. Okay? After declaring himself as independent, what did he do? Basically, after declaring himself as independent, now, basically after his death, he was succeeded by his son Alp Khan, whose name was Hoshang Shah. Okay? And now he acquired the title of Hoshang Shah. So did you get about this point? Yes, guys, please let me know. Yes, Sri Hari, the storytelling method helps a lot. Undoubtedly, it helps a lot. Yes, guys, did you get the points? Please let me know. Okay. Yes, guys, please pay proper attention on the terminologies in the medieval India, because right from the start itself, I have told you, in medieval India, there would be a lot of focus on the terminologies. And these terminologies are very, very important from exam perspective. Okay. Now, maybe probably on Sunday, I would be conducting a small test on modern India as a part of special class. Okay, guys, so please prepare well in advance about that. Now, let us study about Hoshang Shah. Okay. Now, Hoshang Shah, he was a ruler of Malwa, and he was a very ambitious ruler as well. He, apart from being ambitious, he was very bold and courageous ruler as well. I'll give you a very small example about his courage. Okay, the eastern part of India and specifically the region of Odisha was known for elephants. And the elephants from this region were quite famous. Now, he wanted to acquire the elephants from this region so that they could be inculcated in the army and become the defense part of his army. And now he sent a letter of request basically to the ruler of Jajpur, that is Odisha, that please send us few elephants. But his request was completely denied by the ruler of Jajpur, Odisha. Now he made a very different plan. You might have heard about a system called as Hart. Hart basically means a local market which is held in the villages. It is held in the tehsil or talukas. So basically in Jajpur, there used to be a hart or a market being conducted. Now, 1,000 soldiers and Hoshang Shah, okay, they went to the region of Jajpur and disguised themselves as a merchant. Like everyone will not feel that he is a ruler of Malwa. These are the soldiers associated with him. They went like the merchants and they were selling something. Okay. And now, basically there were many Central Asian horses that were being sold in the market as well. Okay. And they came here as a trader of horses in the market. Okay. And now the ruler of Jajpur, that is Odisha, was also fond of horses. He wanted to inculcate lot many horses in his cavalry. Now, the ruler of Jajpur, that is Odisha, came basically in the market. And now as soon as he came in the market, there was a proper plan. There was a proper conspiracy to kidnap him. Immediately, this person was kidnapped. Okay, the ruler of Jajpur. And basically, he was said that you have to gift us 100 elephants. Initially, we have made a request to you, but you denied a request. And now we are hell-bent to kidnap you and capture you. Now you have to promise us to give 100 elephants. And apart from that, after giving 100 elephants, you will safely take us to the borders of Odisha, and from there onwards we'll go to the region of Malwa. So the ruler of Jajpur, that is Odisha, he had to give a promise that yes, I'm going to give you 100 elephants, and apart from that, I'll leave you up to the border. And they did not release the king until and unless they reached the border. And once they reached the border, then and then, basically, they released the king. Before that, they did not release the king. Now, it is said that despite being a warrior, he was also a very kind hearted person. Okay, he was a very bold person, he was very courageous, he had a lot of valor and courage, and apart from that, he was a very kind hearted person. It is said that he was a religiously tolerant person. He revered and respected the religious sentiments of all the religions, either it be Hinduism or Jainism. Like it is said that we come to know about his religious generosity from a temple at Lalitpur. Okay, it simply specifies one thing, that no restrictions were being imposed on construction of temple. There are a few inscriptions which cite that in fact he sponsored certain construction of the temples as well. He also had a very liberal attitude in his court as well. Any person who deserves that post, he would be given that post completely on the basis of merit. So he did not follow the practice of nepotism. I'll give you a very small example. There were many Rajputs who were given the what we say Jagirs in the region of Malwa during the reign of Hoshang Shah. Okay, like there were rulers or the Rajputs of Mewar who were given the Jagirs. There were various merchants who were also the part of the court. Merchants were given, merchants, bankers, they were given the complete authority to trade in this region. And the entire protection was being given by Hoshang Shah. Again, like Gujarat, the economy and the trade of this region prospered a lot. Okay, and as I've told you, he was credited with construction of a city called as Hoshangabad. Okay, and now he made Mandu. If anybody is from MP, you'll come to know about the fort of Mandu. He made Mandu as an epicenter of his activities. And the fort of Mandu was very, very famous. Okay, it was a very strong fort. Okay, now it is said that Mandu is also referred as Mandav, and his tomb is located in the region of Mandu, that is in the Mandav. His tomb looks exactly like the Taj Mahal, and it can be said that it was a perfect template for construction of Taj Mahal. Shah Jahan was inspired to construct Taj Mahal because of the tomb of Hoshang Shah. There can be a probable question, which among the following tombs was a sort of a template for construction of what we say Taj Mahal by Shah Jahan? So it was tomb of whom? Hoshang Shah. Okay, my friends, hope so you got about the point. You got the points clear about Hoshang Shah. Yes, Abhijit, a class would be entirely dedicated to terminologies as well. Yes, Sri Hari, the test would be completely on the entire modern India, 30 to 40 questions. The test would be see, Abhijit, I'll be taking a class on terminologies once the certain part of medieval India is over. Okay. Yes, guys, let's quickly move it. Another important ruler of Malwa, whose name was Mahmud Khalji. Okay. Now, Mahmud Khalji, he declared himself Sultan after assassinating Muhammad, who was son of Hoshang Shah. Okay? In very, very simple words, in very, very simple words, basically it is said that Muhammad Shah was the son of whom? Hoshang Shah. So Muhammad Shah succeeded Hoshang Shah. But later on, it is said that he was being assassinated by Mahmud Khalji. And it was during his reign that Malwa reached its greatest height. Why? Because in a very diplomatic manner, he tried to control his enemies. Like basically, he had a conflict with the rulers or the Rajput rulers of Mewar. He had a conflict with the rulers of Gujarat. He also had a conflict with the distant rulers of Odisha as well. He also had a conflict with the rulers of Telangana in the region of Gondwana. Okay, so what does this simply exemplify? He tried to control his enemy either by waging a war or by maintaining a diplomatic relations. Okay, now I'll give you a very small example. Like he was continuously having a conflict with a ruler of Mewar, that is Rajasthan, whose name was Rana Kumbha. Now Rana Kumbha was one of the most powerful rulers in the regions of Mewar in Rajasthan. And now continuously he was in conflict with that person. Now, because it was a border state, now basically he had a fight with him. Although he was defeated in the fight, he was captured by Rana Kumbha. Later on, he was released. Okay. Now, in the region of Mewar, there was a chaotic situation. There was a confusion. And now what did he do? He attacked the region of Mewar. Okay. There was a chaotic situation. There was a confusion in the region of Mewar. And he took this as an opportunity and again attacked Mewar. But again he was being contained by what we say Rana Kumbha. Again he was defeated. Now what happened? Although he was defeated, but still he conquered certain regions to the northern part of the Malwa, which were under the Rajputs. Now both the side, that is Rana Kumbha and this person, what we say Mahmud Khalji, both of them claimed the victory. Now Rana Kumbha erected a tower of victory in Chittor, which is also referred as Vijay Stambh. And Sultan also constructed a 7-story column at Mandu. Why? To what we say that they both are victorious and they both are powerful enough. Now, he also had a conflicting relation with Jaunpur. Now, why did he had a conflicting relation with Jaunpur? Listen to me. Now, Kalpi was a place which was a bone of contention between the ruler of Jaunpur and Malwa. Now, Kalpi is located in Jalon district of Uttar Pradesh. Pay attention properly. Kalpi is located in Jalon district of Uttar Pradesh. Now, both the ruler of Malwa and the ruler of Jaunpur both wanted to acquire the region of Kalpi. But Kalpi was independent and it was being ruled by Nasir Khan Jahan. Okay. Now Sharki dynasty, that was ruling in Jaunpur, it took the undue advantage, okay, and conquered the region of Kalpi. Now ruler of Malwa came to know about this. Now what did he say? I do not want Kalpi, but I want Kalpi to be independent. Nasir Khan Jahan should be given back his throne, should be given back his kingdom. I do not want that kingdom. So he waged a war against Jaunpur, and finally there was a treaty being signed here that nobody is going to nobody is going to conquer the region of Kalpi, and Kalpi was again made independent. Okay, so this is majorly about Mahmud Khalji. Did you get the points clear, my friends? Please let me know. Good evening, Ram Kumar. Yes, Kajal, I would be also teaching other subjects apart from history as well. Yes, Shahim, Himanshu, I'll try that. Yes, thanks a lot, Monisha. I'll try and cover the parts of polity as well, the syllabus. Yes, yes, guys, did you get the points? Now let us discuss about another important ruler whose name was Ghiyas Uddin Shah. Okay, another important ruler whose name was Ghiyas Uddin Shah. Now, Mahmud Khalji was succeeded by his eldest son, whose name was Ghiyasuddin. But Ghiyas did not had any interest in running the administration. He dedicated his entire time for love of music and women. Okay, like it is said that he specifically constructed Jahaz Mahal, where he can house women's basically there, and there were thousands of women in his harem. So he did not paid any iota of attention to the administration. And from now onwards, now from the rule of Ghiyas, basically the strength of Malwa started decreasing. Secondly, there was a lot of impact on the trade and commerce as well. The trade and commerce, the law and justice system will run in a very proper and a smooth manner only when the Sultan pays a personal attention towards it. But Sultan here was involved in merrymaking. So here he could not pay proper attention to the administration. And from now onwards, the power, the strength of the Malwa Sultanate started declining. Okay? And he was, now this was seen by Mewar, the rulers of Rajasthan, as an opportunity. Once your enemy becomes weak, this is seen as an opportunity by other kingdoms to conquer that kingdom. So, Ghiyasuddin, he was defeated by Rana Raimal of Chittor. Okay? Yes, guys, did you get the points? Please let me know. Okay. Now let us understand this. Okay. Now, Mahmud Shah II. Now, as I have told you previously, because of the reign, because of the administrative policies that were being adopted by Ghiyas, there was complete weakening of the rule of Malwa. And now the power of Malwa started declining. And as I have told you, Rana Raimal, the ruler of Mewar of Rajasthan, took this as an opportunity and captured this region. And now this was again seen as an opportunity by other rulers as well. Okay. Now listen to me. There won't be any sort of confusion. Please pay proper attention so that easily you can remember the things. Now basically it is said that Mahmud Shah II, he took the rule of Malwa now. Now Mahmud Shah II, as I've told you, the position of Malwa had started weakening. This was seen as an opportunity by Raimal initially. Now this was also seen as an opportunity by the ruler of Gujarat, whose name was Bahadur Shah. Now Bahadur Shah immediately conquered the region of Malwa. Okay? He immediately conquered the region of Malwa. Now what happened? By this time, there was rule of Mughals as well that was going on in India. And now the Mughal emperor was Humayun. Now Humayun captured this from whom? Humayun captured this from basically Bahadur Shah, the ruler of Gujarat. Pay attention. Mahmud Shah was the ruler of Malwa now. He was defeated by Bahadur Shah, the ruler of Gujarat. And now Malwa came under the ruler of Gujarat. By this time, Mughal Empire was ruling in India and Humayun was the Mughal emperor. Now he captured the region of Malwa from Bahadur Shah. Now although it was under Humayun only for 1 year. Now again, there was a minister initially in the court of Mahmud Shah too, whose name was Qadir Shah. He captured certain parts, not the entire part. He regained control over certain parts of Malwa. But now there was another ruler whose name was Sher Shah Suri. Sher Shah Suri, he had defeated Humayun. During the reign of Mughal, we are going to study in depth completely about Sher Shah Suri. Sher Shah Suri, basically he had captured major part of the northern part of India, and reign of Mughals for approximately around a decade was completely vanished from the northern part of India during the reign of Sher Shah Suri. And now Sher Shah Suri captured the region of Malwa and appointed a governor for it, whose name was Shujat Khan. Okay, now Shujat Khan had a son named as Baz Bahadur, who declared himself independent and became the ruler of Malwa. I will repeat the points again. I understand there might be certain what we say confusion, so please pay proper attention here. Mahmud Shah became the ruler of Malwa. Now Mahmud Shah was being defeated by ruler of Gujarat, whose name was Bahadur Shah. Now Bahadur Shah, basically the region was conquered by whom? Humayun, Mughal emperor. Later on, basically Qadir Shah, who was minister of Mahmud Shah, regained the control over certain parts of Malwa. Later on, it was again taken by Sur dynasty ruler Sher Shah Suri. And now Sher Shah Suri appointed a governor named as Shujat Khan to take care about the administration of this region. And now Shujat Khan had a son named as Baz Bahadur. And Baz Bahadur declared himself independent and again re-established the rule of Malwa. Got the points clear? Please let me know now. Yes, Kankan. I'll also plan a class for world history as well. Yes, are the points clear, my friends? Now let us understand about Baz Bahadur. He was the last ruler of Malwa, because after this the kingdom of Malwa would be annexed by Mughals. Okay. Yes, Shri Hari. Probably on Tuesday or Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday, I would be taking classes on post-Maurya and Gupta periods as a part of special class. Now, Baz Bahadur. Pay attention properly. It is said by various legends, it is said by historians that Baz Bahadur was a very romantic king, and he was known for his love affair with Rani Roopmati, with the queen Roopmati. Okay. Now, by this time, there was a Mughal rule again being re-established in the region of northern part of India. And now there was another important ruler who was like the most important ruler of entire medieval India is Akbar. And Akbar is known for all sorts of policies like military policy, diplomatic policy, religious policies, and so on. Now, it is said that during the reign of Akbar, majority of the kingdoms had surrendered to him, apart from Malwa. Now he wanted to overthrow the rule of Malwa once and for all, and he wanted to capture the region of Malwa. So now he dispatched an army under Adam Khan and Pir Muhammad Khan to capture the region of Malwa. I repeat, Akbar dispatched an army under Adam Khan and Pir Muhammad Khan to basically capture the region of Malwa. And there was a fierce battle which was fought between Baz Bahadur and Pir Muhammad Khan and Adam Khan on one side, who represented the Mughals. And this is known as Battle of Sarangpur. And now here, Baz Bahadur lost the battle. Now various legends, various historians believe that Adam Khan had his own intention to capture the region of Malwa. Okay. Now it is said that Adam Khan secretly liked Rani Roopmati. He coveted Rani Roopmati. That is why he wanted to defeat Baz Bahadur and marry Rani Roopmati. But when, like it is said that when this person, Baz Bahadur, lost the battle, he immediately fled from the battlefield. And he went and took asylum in the court of the rulers of Khandesh, which is in Maharashtra. So he immediately fled from the battlefield. Now Rani Roopmati came to know about this, and immediately she consumed poison and she died immediately because she did not wanted to get married to Adam Khan. And now Akbar came to know about the intentions of Adam Khan now. Immediately Adam Khan was called back. Now Akbar came to know that Malwa was being captured, but Akbar came to know that this person, it is said that never keep your enemy half dead. Okay, there is a saying that either forgive the enemy completely or kill him, but never keep the enemy half dead. This is a policy of war. Now what happened? Akbar came to know about this. Now Akbar came to know that this person had taken asylum in the court of the rulers of Khandesh, and now he was planning a conspiracy against the Mughal rule. He was planning an attack against the Mughal rule. So better destroy the kingdom of Khandesh as well. So Akbar dispatched an army under Pir Muhammad Khan, not Adam Khan. Initially, to conquer the region of Malwa, an army was dispatched under Adam Khan and Pir Muhammad Khan. But now only Pir Muhammad Khan was sent to capture the region of Khandesh. Now Pir Muhammad Khan reached till the region of what we say Burhanpur, which is in Madhya Pradesh. And now he was attacked by an alliance. Okay, by now this person, Baz Bahadur, had created an alliance, okay, of three rulers. And now this alliance attacked Pir Muhammad Khan, and Pir Muhammad Khan was killed. He could not capture the region of Khandesh. Akbar came to know again about this, and Akbar dispatched an army against Abdullah Khan and finally defeated Baz Bahadur. And the kingdom of Khandesh was again taken by the Mughals. Okay, it is said that Baz Bahadur constructed a reservoir which is known as Riva Kund. Okay, Baz Bahadur had his own palace. Then Rani Roopmati had her own palace, and there was a reservoir being constructed between the two palaces so that water could be supplied to the palace of Rani Roopmati. And that reservoir is referred as Reva Kund. Yes, my friends, did you understand about Baz Bahadur? Please let me know. Yes. Okay. Now let us focus on the architecture part. Now, first is Jami Masjid in Mandu. Now, the construction of this masjid, the construction of this mosque has been initiated by Hoshang Shah, but it was finally completed by Mahmud Khalji. Now, as I have told you, that Mughal rule had started, or Mughal rule had been initiated in the northern part of India. So in the construction of Jami Masjid, one can also see the reflection of Mughal style of architecture. And Jami Masjid is one of the famous attractions in the region of Mandav. Mandu or Mandav is one and the same. Okay, and it is inspired from great mosque at Damascus. Got the points? Then comes Ashrafi Mahal. Exactly in the front of Jami Masjid was Ashrafi Mahal, and this mahal was being constructed by Mahmud Khalji. Ashrafi. Ashrafi means precious gold, precious stones. So it is said that there are precious stones also being used in the construction of Ashrafi Mahal, which was constructed exactly opposite, exactly in front of Jami Masjid in Mandu. Okay. Now Hindola Mahal. Hindola Mahal is also referred as Swinging Mahal. Now it is said that it might have been constructed by Shah, the ruler of Malwa, and it has been constructed in Mandu in Madhya Pradesh. Now Hindola Mahal probably might be, it is said that when the king used to meet the people or king used to meet the audience, so it might be a darbar for meeting the audience, or when the king will have an important meeting with the ministers. Okay, that meeting would be basically constructed at a darbar in the Hindola Mahal. So it is said that Hindola Mahal is in Mandu, which is in Madhya Pradesh, and it was being constructed during the reign of Shah. Okay, now the exact replica of Hindola Mahal is founded in the city of Warangal, which is in Deccan. Got the points clear? Now, next is Champa Bauli and Hammam. I repeat, Champa Bauli and Hammam. Now, Champa Bauli is located very close to Hindola Mahal, and Champa Bauli is simply like step well, and it might be a Turkish system of bathing. It was inspired by Turkish bath system, and it is like a step well. If you remember, my friends, we have seen this in Mohenjo-daro. We have seen a concept of great bath, which resembles a modern day swimming pool. Similarly was Champa Mahal. Okay. Now it is said, why it is called as Champa Mahal? Because it is said that it had the aroma of champa flowers. The water in the pond, or the water in the step well, had the aroma of champa flowers, because besides it there were many champa flowers, there were many champa flowers plant beside the step well as well. That is why it is called as Champa Bauli or Hammam. Hammam basically means a bathing place. Then comes Jahaz Mahal. As I have told you previously, Jahaz Mahal was being constructed by Ghiyas Shah. Okay, and basically the purpose was, as I have told you, Ghiyas Shah hardly had any attention towards the administration. He hardly paid any heed towards the administration, and his entire time was spent on love for music and women. So he had constructed Jahaz Mahal as a harem for housing the women. Apart from that, there is strategic importance of Jahaz Mahal as well. And what was that? Why it is called as Jahaz Mahal? Because this, Mahal, it has a shape of a floating ship. Okay, and as you have seen the 2 points of the ship, okay, both are made on a raised platform. Similarly, the 2 points of Jahaz Mahal are made on a raised platform so that they can have a watch on the city, and if anybody is trying to plan an attack, they can closely have a look at the enemy. Such is the shape of Jahaz Mahal. I have previously discussed about Hosang Shah's tomb. Hosang Shah's tomb is located in Mandu, and it is one of the first marble architecture of medieval period. First marble architecture. Previously we have seen that majority of the constructions are made out of red sandstone, but the tomb of Hosang Shah is the first marble architecture, okay, that is basically made up of what? It is made up of marble. Okay, and now it served as a template. It served as an example for the construction of Taj Mahal by Shah Jahan. Okay, then comes Darya Khan's tomb complex. Darya Khan was a minister in the court of Mahmud Shah, and his tomb is completely made up of red sandstone. Okay, and Darya Khan was a very important minister in the what we say court of Mahmud Shah too. Now, exactly near to Darya Khan Palace, there is one another important palace which was a residence of Darya Khan, and that is basically Elephant Leg Palace. That is Hathi Pag Mahal. So these are majorly about the architecture of Malwa. Hope so the points are clear, my friends. Please let me know. Did you understand about the Malwa? Please let me know. Okay. So did you understand Gujarat and Malwa both? Now let's move up with another important kingdom, Mewar of Rajasthan. Now Mewar of Udaipur, it was a very famous and a very strong Rajput kingdom. Okay, it was originally known as Medhapat. Okay, and later on it was called as Mewar. Like usually we have seen that rulers assume the titles like Maharaja. They assume the titles like Maharaja Dhiraj. Like we have seen in the Gupta period, the rulers assume the titles like King of Kings. That is Maharaja Dhiraj. But the rulers of what we say Mewar, they assume the title Maharana. Maharana basically means custodians. Custodians of what? Custodians of Hindu society. Custodians of Hindu traditions and customs. Custodians of Hindu religion. Getting the points? Custodians of Hindu temples. That is why they assume the title Maharana instead of Maharaja. Okay, now there is a famous temple in the region of Mewar which is also called as Medhapateshwar, and the temple of Medhapateshwar is dedicated to Lord Shiva. Now, the kingdom of Mewar played a very important role in the political history of northern part of India. Now, going back to the reign of Delhi Sultanate, one of the most powerful Delhi Sultanate ruler was Alauddin Khilji. And at that point of time, the most powerful Rajput kingdom was Ranthambore. This we have discussed in quite depth and detail when we have studied about Khilji dynasty. So now, Alauddin Khilji decided to conquer the region of Ranthambore. We have discussed about this. He had conquered the region of Ranthambore. He had conquered the region of Chittor. He had conquered the region, various other Rajput kingdoms. But previously, he had conquered the region of Ranthambore, which was one of the most powerful Rajput kingdom. And after this, he defeated the rulers of the Chauhan rulers of Ranthambore. And now, again, there was another important dynasty which was called as Sisodia dynasty. And now, basically, Rana Hamir, I repeat, Rana Hamir, okay, he was the one of the progenitor of the Sisodia dynasty. In simple words, he belonged to Sisodia clan, who was basically Sisodia clan was a warrior clan. Okay, and these are most powerful Rajput rulers. And Rana Hamira was the first person to assume the title of Rana. Okay, and he is credited with construction of Annapurna Mata temple, which is located in Chittorgarh, Rajasthan. Now, after his death, he was succeeded by Rana Kumbha, who now became the ruler of Mewar. Hope so the points are clear, my friends. Please let me know. Custodians, Catholic, custodian basically means taking care of. Okay. Okay. Now let us discuss about the rule of Rana Kumbha of Mewar. Now, the power of Mewar in Rajasthan reached to a very high, what we say, it reached to its epitome during the reign of Rana Kumbha. Okay, he was a great military warrior. Apart from that, he had a lot of courage and valor, and he paid proper attention towards the politics administration. And it is said that apart from the politics administration, he also had a keen interest in the religion as well. Like he said that it is said that he was very fond of music and poetry. Apart from that, apart from music and poetry, he was very keen, he had a very keen interest in learning Vedas, Upanishad, Smriti and Puran. So he was a well educated person as well. Okay, now it is said that he conquered the regional kingdoms, he conquered the neighboring kingdoms in a very diplomatic manner. Like initially, he tried to solve the internal disputes, he tried to subdue the internal rivals, because there were many others who tried to subdue him. There were many others who were trying to bring him down. So basically, within the kingdom itself, okay. So basically, what did he do? He contained his internal rivals in that manner. As I have told you, during the reign of Mahmud Khalji, continuously he had a tussle with the ruler of Malwa, whose name was Mahmud Khalji. Now it is said that Mahmud Khalji attacked him, but Mahmud Khalji had to face reverses. He had to face defeat. Mahmud Khalji was taken as a prisoner. Okay, and later on, what happened? Mahmud Khalji was released again. Okay, so what does this simply exemplify? This simply exemplify one thing. Rana Kumbha was a liberal ruler as well. He had liberal attitude towards the people who surrendered to him. Okay, now what happened? As I have told you, Rana Kumbha tried to subdue his internal rivals. But there were others also who were contender to that throne, who were conspiring for the throne of Mewar. Now, these people were given asylum. These people were given shelter and supported by Mahmud Khalji, the ruler of Malwa. Now, we came to know about this, that he has given the shelter, he has given asylum to his internal rival. Now, again, Rana Kumbhaji played a very diplomatic game here. What did he do? He gave asylum and he gave protection to the enemies of Mahmud Khalji. Okay, so in very simple word, both of them were giving asylum, both of them were giving shelter to each other's enemy. Now, again, what did he do? By this time, Gujarat also had an eye on the kingdom of Mewar. Now, basically, it is said that the rulers of Gujarat were trying to attack the kingdoms of Mewar, the kingdom of Mewar. Mahmud Khalji, again, Mahmud Khalji saw this as an opportunity, because when basically this person, Rana Kumbhaji, would be busy in fighting a war with rulers of Gujarat, Mahmud Khalji will see this as an opportunity and attack the region of Mewar. But although this person, Mahmud Khalji, entered till the region of Ajmer, but he was highly unsuccessful in capturing the region of Mewar. Rana Kumbhaji was a very strong ruler. He was a very strong warrior and a military commander, expert military commander. He defeated Gujarat on one hand. He tried to stop the conquering of the Mewar by the Gujarat rulers. And on the other hand, he also stopped an attack by Malwa. It is said that he has constructed 32 forts to protect the city of Chittor. And the most important fort that was being constructed by Rana Kumbhaji was fort of Kumbhalgarh. The fort of Kumbhalgarh is located in Rajsamand district of Rajasthan, and it is the highest fort in Rajasthan. Okay, because as I've told you, if a particular fort is made at a high level, so they can easily keep a watch on the enemies which are coming from distant regions. That is why purposely the fort of Kumbhalgarh was made at a particular high level, and it is called as the highest fort in the region of Rajasthan. As I have told you previously, okay, Rana basically also means custodian, guardian, protector. Protector of what? Hindu scriptures, Hindu religions, Hindu temples. So, at a place called as Ranakpur, Trailok Deepak Jain Temple, then Shantinath Jain Temple were the constructions which were undertaken during the reign of Rana Kumbhaji. Also, I have told you previously, he was a great patron of music and he was a great Veena player also. He loved playing Veena. That is why he was called as Sangeet Shiromani. I repeat, he was referred as Sangeet Shiromani, and he was also titled as Sangeet Raj, Sangeet Mimansa, Sangeet Ratnakar. These are the various works associated with him. Okay, as I've told you, there was a continuous tussle. There was a continuous fight between Rana Kumbhaji and whom? Mahmud Khalji. And both of them claimed victorious. Now Rana Kumbhaji erected Vijay Sthamb. Okay, that is also referred as Tower of Victory at Chittor. Now, whatever conquest was done by Rana Kumbhaji has been mentioned on that victory tower. And that credit goes to Mahesh and Atri, who are the composers of the inscriptions of Victory Tower. And Mahesh and Atri are the great scholars who are being patronized by whom? Rana Kumbhaji. Rana Kumbhaji also had keen interest in the ancient Vedic scriptures, like he had interest in Vedas, Smritis, Upanishad, and so on. Okay, Jaydev had written a book called as Geet Govind. Okay, and basically he wrote a commentary on that book. He also wrote a book on Chandi Shatakam. Chandi Shatakam is a book which is dedicated to goddess Parvati. Okay, and it is compilation of 100 poems. So a commentary on Chandi Shatakam has been written by Rana Kumbhaji. Okay, now it is said that he is author of 4 dramas as well. These are in Sanskrit, Prakrit, and 3 other vernacular languages. He was murdered by his own son, whose name was Uday. Okay, and now basically Uday was killed by his younger brother, whose name was Rana Raimal. I repeat, Uday was killed by his younger brother, whose name was Rana Raimal. Getting the points clear? I'll give a very simple example. Rana Kumbha had a son. For that sake, 2 sons who were contender to the throne. One was whom? Uday. Second was Rana Raimal. So initially, Uday killed his father, Rana Kumbha, to acquire the throne. And later on, this person, Uday, was overthrown by his own brother or younger son of Rana Kumbhaji, whose name was Rana Raimal. And now Rana Raimal had a son named as Rana Sanga, who became the new ruler of Mewar. Got the points clear, my friends? Please let me know. Yes, guys, did you get the points? Now, let us talk about Rana Sanga ji. As I have told you, Rana Kumbha, he was succeeded by his, listen to me patiently. Rana Kumbha was succeeded by whom? He was succeeded by Uday, because Uday murdered whom? Uday murdered Rana Kumbha ji. Later on, Uday was dethroned by Rana Raimal, and Rana Raimal had a son named as Rana Sanga. So Rana Sanga became the ruler of Mewar now. Okay. Rana Sanga ji, he was such a beautiful warrior. He showed exemplary courage and valor. During various battles, he succumbed 80 wounds on his body. He had one leg, he had one eye, 80 injuries on the body, but still an exemplary courage being displayed by Rana Sanga ji of Mewar. Such an exemplary military commander and warrior. More than a warrior, he was a visionary. Now, it is said that after the fall of Gurjara Pratihara kingdom, there was internal squabble among the Rajput, and this was seen as an opportunity by whom? This was seen as an opportunity by the others. Okay, for what? To capture this kingdom. See, if there is an internal squabbling, if there is an internal fight, this will make the work of other kingdoms easier. And as I've told you, he was a visionary. He wanted to assimilate all the Rajputs. Now, as I've told you, Mahmud Khalji, he was continuously in tussle with the kingdom of Mewar. Now there was another ruler whose name was Medini Rai. Now this person, Mahmud Khalji, he wanted to attack this Rajput ruler, Medini Rai. Now, for this, he took the help of Bahadur Shah, the ruler of Gujarat, and Ibrahim Lodi. He was the ruler of basically Lodi dynasty or Delhi Sultanate. Now, there was an alliance between these three. Whom? Mahmud Khalji of Malwa, Bahadur Shah of Gujarat, and the ruler of Delhi Sultanate, that is Ibrahim Lodi, who are going to attack Medini Rai. As I have told you, if there is internal fighting, if there is internal squabble among each other, this will be an opportunity for the others. Now Medini Rai was alone. Immediately Medini Rai asked help from whom? Rana Sanga ji. And Rana Sanga ji came to the help of Medini Rai, and Rana Sanga ji defeated the king rulers of Malwa, the ruler of Malwa. Okay. Now again Mahmud Khalji was being defeated by Rana Sanga. Okay. And this is called as Battle of Gargaon. Now basically Medini Rai ji became the ruler of this region, and he made Chanderi as his capital, and he became a very strong associate of Rana Sanga ji. Okay. Now what happened? The major reason for the success of Rana Sanga ji was the support from Medini Rai and Shiladitya, whose name was Shilahadi as well. He was a Rajput chief in the northeastern Malwa. So what does this simply exemplify? United we stand. Okay. If we do not fight among each others, if we do not have internal squabble amongst each other, we can easily defeat any enemy. We can easily defeat irrespective of the person. Okay. Now again generosity was being shown by Rana Sanga ji. Okay. This person, Sultan Mahmud, although the Malwa was being captured again, Malwa was restored back again to Sultan Mahmud. This simply exemplifies one thing. Apart from being a great warrior, Rana Sanga ji was a very generous person as well. Now, Rana Sanga ji wanted to overthrow the reign of what we say, this person, Ibrahim Lodi. Okay. Now, he sent Ibrahim Lodi. See, now Ibrahim Lodi, he was a Delhi Sultanate. Now, he felt that he was a ruler of the Delhi Sultanate and he lost to the kingdom of Mewar. And now he wanted to avenge his defeat again. As I have told you, Ibrahim Lodi supported whom? He supported Mahmud. But he felt this as an insult. And now he dispatched an army against Rana Sanga. And basically, again Rana Sanga ji defeated basically this person, Ibrahim Lodi, near Dholpur, which is in Rajasthan. Okay. Now, there was invasion of Babur in India. Babur had attacked Lodi dynasty ruler Ibrahim Lodi, and there was establishment of Mughal rule in India. Now, after the first battle of Panipat in 1526, the rule of Delhi Sultanate was being overthrown and the rule of Mughals was being established. Now, basically, all the Rajput rulers wanted to overthrow the rule of Mughals once for and all. Now, there was a fierce battle being fought between what we say Babur and Rana Sanga, which is referred as Battle of Battle of Khanwa, which is near Fatehpur Sikri. Now, Rana Sanga was also supported by able warriors. As I have told you, like this person, Medini Rai, he had become a close associate. Yes, guys, am I audible properly? Please let me know. Hold on for a second, guys. Now, Rana Sanga had a close associate in the form of whom? Medini Rai. Because to the help of Medini Rai, who had come? Rana Sanga. And now basically, Raja Medini Rai and Shiladitya, he supported Rana Sanga. But there was a chaotic situation now, and in between this person, Shiladitya, whose name was also Silhadi, he betrayed Rana Sanga. And 31 soldiers started supporting, 31 soldiers who were being led by Silhadi supported Babur. And here basically Rana Sanga lost the battle. Getting the points clear? Now what happened basically? This person, now it is said that although this person, Silhadi, he betrayed Rana Sanga, but Rana Sanga never lost hope. Like such an exemplary courage was being displayed by Rana Sanga that he kept on fighting even though everyone betrayed him. Now he fell on the ground, unconscious, and his soldiers felt that he had died. So they rooted away. They went back. Now, basically, there was another Rathore contingent from Marwar region, and they came to know about this, and they immediately took Rana Sanga and now they cured him. Now, as soon as he got cured, again he wanted to take a revenge against Babur. Again he wanted to, what we say, avenge his defeat. And he took a vow that until and unless basically he will defeat Babur, he will not, what we say, set his foot in the region of Chittor. Okay. Now basically, again with the help of Medini Rai, he attacked Babur. But he felt sick by now at a place called as Kalpi, which is in Jalon district of Uttar Pradesh, and he died here. Okay. In Bhakti movement, I have discussed one saint whose name was Mirabai. She had an immense love for Lord Krishna, and she was involved in the Bhakti of Radha and Krishna ji. And Mirabai, she belonged to Sisodia clan. Mirabai ji, she was daughter-in-law of Rana Sanga ji. So this is majorly about Mewar. Did you understand Gujarat, Malwa and Mewar? Please let me know, guys. Yes, guys, please let me know. Yes, Chandra Kumar, you should refresh your, what we say, this part. Was the session interesting? Did you get to learn something new? Yes, guys, please let me know. Yes, please. Okay, guys. So tomorrow we are going to come up with the new part, that is Rise of Regional Kingdoms Part 2. Please keep on studying. as I've told you right from the start itself, in the medieval India, basically we need to focus on the terminologies, and terminologies plays a very, very crucial role in the medieval India. So please remember all the terminologies, please revise all the terminologies. Okay, guys? So if you like my lectures, okay, Shri Hari. If you like my lectures, please subscribe to Unacademy and use my code AKOUS. I repeat the code AKOUS. Thank you and have a very, very nice day, guys.